Hey everyone, Captain Mickelson here. Just thought I'd put together a quick little reminder slash tutorial video on some of the little things about scheduling. Um, have people ask a lot, including the chief, on how did this happen or how do I do this. So I thought I'd just make something that might be helpful. I know with me being the primary scheduler, a lot of folks don't get an opportunity to get in and do too much scheduling. So this is hopefully just serve as a bit of a reminder and maybe a bit of information for you. So in this video, I wanted to just do just one single day on how I come up with who should get that shift and some things to look at. So we're going to take August 22nd as our day, specifically the Engine 1 firefighter position. You can see we've got quite a number of folks signed up. If we click on there, that's everybody who's signed up for that. So quite a number. So the first step that I do is make a list. If I'm doing multiple things, or multiple days, I'll do a spreadsheet. For a single day, I'll typically just write it down on a piece of paper. For this, and for ease of viewing for you guys, I did it on a spreadsheet. So number one, make a list. The second thing to do is we're going to go ahead and check on their standby situation. So take a look, pull up a report. Just a summary report is good. Check your dates. So we're going to go, since today is July the 28th, I'm going to check their July standby. So July the 1st until, actually we're going to say August 1st because this is actually ending at 0700 on August 1st morning. So if someone signed up for a 24-hour standby shift on the 31st and we put it to the 31st, their 24 hours would not show up in our report. So now we've done this. We're going to go through and just take a look at each of those names on the list to make sure that they do indeed have their standby for the month. And through the magic of computers, we can see that most do. We see that it looks like McDougall is short some hours, so I've given him a red bar. I use green just to remind me that of who has got their hours in. Okay, the next step that we're going to do is go ahead and pull up their 3-week total. So how many shifts have they worked in the last 3 weeks? So we know August the 22nd, and we're going to go to August the 2nd. So here's the 3 weeks. I just look at it. I just try to make 3 yellow bars. If it's in the middle of the week, like the 26th, then I would, go to the 5th or something like that, just so that the total number of yellow squares equals 3 yellow bars. Just makes it simple for me. Okay, so once we do that, take a look at the hours, and again, we write them down. So here's everybody's hours for the next, or for the 3 previous weeks. You can see we end up with a 3-way tie for 0 hours. I'm going to count McDougall as if he were in the running, even though I won't be able to give him the shift, but just for purposes of demo. So we've got a 3-way tie. So how do we determine who gets that shift? So next thing we do is we go back 3 months. So 1, 2, 3, and then I just usually choose the 22nd. I don't go 90 days or whatever. I just go back 3 months, choose the same date, and that's where we're at. So again, take a look at those 3 firefighters' numbers, and we end up here. And it shows that we've got James Sharoon with 36 hours. So he's going to get the shift. Now what happens if, let's say, McDougall and Sharoon both had 36 hours? Who would get it then? Simplest, I just go straight to who signed up first. The person who signed up first gets the shift. One of the things that you may have noticed is Matt McKellar down here has 72 hours in the last 3 weeks, or the 3 weeks prior to August 22nd. As we know, we don't want to schedule anybody for more than 84 hours in a 2-week pay period. So the next thing, if he was the only person to have signed up, and we have to give a shift to somebody, keeping that 84 hours in mind, we would go ahead, go to reports, find the individual member, set the time frame or the for the pay period that that shift is in. So that pay period happens to be between August 16th and August the 29th. And again, you have to count all the way to the end of the 29th for that 24-hour shift. So that's why it says August the 30th right here. And we see when we do that, we've got him booked in at 48 hours. Okay. You also notice that this is 24 of those hours are shift trade hours. I count that as regular hours because he would have had a shift either upcoming or that had already gone by that he didn't work, that those hours that qualified him for that shift kind of let him get. So the shift trade counts basically. So there's no kind of buy on that. Okay, so we see if he was the only guy to sign up, only firefighter to sign up during that time, provided that he is not working the day after the 22nd, which he is, so we wouldn't be able to give it to him regardless. But if he wasn't, and he was the only person to sign up, even though he's got 48 hours in that pay period, that would be okay. Hopefully this tutorial helped a little bit, kind of understand how I do things and kind of explain maybe some of the things that you may have forgotten or not thought about. And I guess the last step of the whole thing is once you're happy with who you've chosen, is to go ahead and approve that shift. All right. Again, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask and I'll be happy to help. Thanks. Take care. Bye.